I'm changing a few of the words on this song. Yeah.
Uh-oh. One of them, huh?
It's been a long time since I came around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. And this time I'm not leaving without you. It tastes like something when you kiss me. Oh, I'd give anything again to be your baby doll. And this time I'm not leaving without you. You said sit back down where you belong, in the corner of the room with your high heels on. Sit back down on the couch where we kissed the first time, and you said to me, something about this place, something about lonely nights and the lipstick on your face, something about your cold Pittsburgh guy. Yeah, something about, baby, you and I.
Which words did you change?
A few.
I'm glad that Cathy's here because all of her songs are high energy.
Yeah, right.
High energy on
And
jet
none
lag.
of mine are too high energy today, that's for sure.
And all of my songs are just the opposite, so it makes it for a nice contrast. My hometown is New Wilmington, that's up around Mercer. So it was always a bit of a trip coming down to Pittsburgh to do the songwriters. But it was a good thing to do, this songwriter circle. Got to rub shoulders with a lot of folks, got to meet a lot of wonderful people. And got to listen to what everybody else is doing as well. So. But I'm going to do a song, I guess, since it just seems right. Jim, I was playing this one a little bit earlier, but since there's kids here now, how could I not? So, this song goes back to 1984. I did a little trip out west. I used to live out in Tucson, Arizona for about a year and a half, and I got to see the western part of the country when I did that. And so I always had this draw to go back out, and I went out back in '84 to a place called Lake Havasu, Arizona. One of the only places you'll find a body of water in the state of Arizona. But there was a mom there with her kids, and that generated a song called The Children's Song. I watched the children playing on the beach. I saw them laughing at the air tubes out of reach in the water. In the water. With reckless abandon they played beneath the sun, finding their treasures, then hiding them from one another. From one another. Seeing them play carefree and wild, oh, that we might learn from the innocence of a child. Mama is sitting close by in a chair. Reading is fruitless, she can't help but stare at her children. She loves her children. Trouble is brewing as she tries to nap, lovingly giving a much restrained slap on the backside. that's when he cried. Loving is discipline, reward and denial. And oh, it's so hard sometimes being a child. Do 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 do. Can you remember of days now gone by? It wasn't so long ago when you and I were the children. We once were the children. And the fact is, no matter how old we may be, we still are a part of a large family. We're His children. We are God's children. From the poor man to the rich man, from every lifestyle, we need to return to the innocence of a child. And loving is discipline, reward and denial. And oh, it's so hard sometimes being a child. Do 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 do
Well, late last fall, I went up to the Bucktown Bar and Grill, and I went there to see Tom
Reading?
Yeah, Tom Reading. I had heard of him, and somebody said, oh, I should go check him out. And I also was looking to see if I could get a few gigs there. So anyway, so I went in, and I walked in, and the place was basically empty. And so I picked the table, sat right in front of him. Waitress came over and brought me a drink. And when I was sitting there, when he was playing, he was very, very good. I don't know if you ever heard him before. He's good. He sings a lot of he does a lot of hometown music, but his music was very much like what we're doing right now. And while I was sitting there, there's a wall, and on the wall there's all these beer signs, but right in the middle of all the beer signs is this big clock, like a Big Ben type clock, and the arms broken. It had no arms on it, and they're sitting in the bottom of the clock. And I was like thinking, why don't they take this thing down? It's just like a big eyesore. But then the music stopped, and I could hear it ticking. So I grabbed a napkin and I wrote this song. And it's called the Bucktown Bar and Grill Clock. Her hands are still and broken, but she doesn't quit. She still keeps perfect time, hung on the wall by the sign, even though nobody knows it. Her pale face watches over you. She hangs fixed and frozen in time. From her static display, she takes the seconds away, and she mutes her hourly chime. But there's no need for you to have to track the time at the Bucktown Bar and Grill. Just pull up a chair, let us pour you a drink, 'cause there's plenty of time to kill. if nobody cared and time stood still, she'd be good as new. No need for her hands or the numbers on her face for anyone to view. As the hours pass, she doesn't change, and people come and go. No one worries about what time it is, she's the only one who knows. And there's no need for you to have to track the time at the Bucktown Bar and Grill. Just pull up a chair, let us pour you a drink, 'cause there's plenty of time to kill. You wear your Rolex watch, you keep your sleeve rolled down, your cell phone's in the car. You don't care about the time you left your troubles behind, no one knows just where you are. You look up and you wonder why she takes space up on the wall. And you smile and realize, just like the time that flies by, that it doesn't really matter at all. And there's no need for you to have to track the time at the Bucktown Bar and Grill. Just pull up a chair, let us pour you a drink, 'cause there's plenty of time to kill.
Favorite part?
Sorry,
Oh, that's okay.
I haven't played that
That's
since
his favorite part.
That's
great.
Really?
How did Tara like it?
The one right up here in Beaver, yeah,
Oh, okay.
and Center.
Oh, and so,
Yeah.
is Tara on?
Tara's
running it?
Yeah.
Oh, but she
When
loved that.
I was there, she was in the hospital.
Oh, man, that's a shame. She would have loved that.
I like the buffalo chicken dip there.
I like the marinated mussels, those are.
That's like the third time I've ever played that, so I purposely pick songs I don't play out tonight.
I purposely pick songs that I've written more recently than 4 years ago.
I just figure, I gotta start playing these things someplace.
I know, I gotta pull out the old ones, I can't remember half of them anymore. Don't get old. Let's see, how do I introduce this one except to say, I got inspired, I was playing a benefit for a young man whose wheelchair and van got destroyed. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Ian,
Yeah, I was there.
yeah.
I played that, yeah.
and I got inspired by that to actually write this tune. Did it? I'm so not used to sitting down. Okay, no, that's all right. I'm used to sitting down when I'm